Good morning, fifth graders and fifth grade teachers. Just a real quick drop in to show you your results from voting on Monday when you guys came to the polling booth and registered and used your badge. So exciting. Thank you for your great attitudes. I'm hearing wonderful things. We will be talking about the nationwide voting election results on Friday. Sorry, it's a little early. It is currently 6:45 in the morning. Gotta shake off the sleepies. All right, let's look at your results. These are the popular vote. We had 59 votes for Trump. We had 24 votes for Harris, 2 for Oliver, and 3 for Stein. So we had some independent and libertarian votes over here. I also broke it down by class because if we're talking about electoral votes, we talk about it per state. And so Mr. O'Rourke has 10 electoral votes. We're taking this from our ice cream vote that we did a little while back. So let's unveil those. In Mr. O's class, we had 17 for Trump, 4 for Harris, none for Oliver, and 1 for Stein. Here's Miss Rios's class breakdown. The state of Rios, 14 and 7. Here's the state of Miss Ritchie. And the Commonwealth of Santa Ynez. Commonwealth is just a different way to say state. We have the Commonwealth of Virginia. Now, if we were doing electoral votes like they did last night during the election, Mr. O's class would have given their 10 votes to Donald Trump's electors. Miss Rios's class would have given their 7 electoral votes to the Trump electors. Miss Ritchie would give 5 to Trump's electors, and Miss Santa Ynez would give her electoral votes to the Trump electors. So look down here at the very, very bottom. We would have 29 electoral votes for Trump and no electoral votes because they did not win a state or a classroom, and so they couldn't take those electoral votes. So in this scenario, you guys gave Donald J. Trump the popular vote up here and the electoral win down here. In the Senate race, we had a little teeny tiny drum roll. We had 42 votes for Cruz, 36 for Colin Allred, and 11 for Ted Brown. This kind of mimics what happened last night in our Senate battle, and Ted Cruz won. Now let's go to the propositions. This I thought was really, really interesting. So propositions are things about your community, ways that people want to change or think about making a change. And they're written very strangely. Always, they're written very strangely. And so if you don't read carefully, you might vote for the wrong thing. And so we're going to look at Proposition 1. It says, amending the yearly Kuentz schedule to exclude the continuation of extra recess on the 5th day of each rotation. Whoa, that's a lot of words. What that means is we don't want to have extra recess anymore on day 5. You don't want to have extra recess anymore on day 5. No more extra recess. Let's see who is for no more extra recess and who is against. 5th graders overwhelmingly decided to not have extra recess on day 5. It's this word right here. Exclude means to not have. It means to get rid of. What? You guys don't want it anymore? That's so weird. I mean, I guess we could do some more town hall instead of extra recess. Let's go class by class. Mr. O's class did not vote for it. Most of them voted against this amendment, saying they didn't want to get rid of extra recess. Interesting. Miss Rios's class says They are the majority for getting rid of extra recess. This is when Mr. O's class looks at Miss Rios' class and says, what you talking about, Willis? Let's look at Miss Ritchie's class. 15 for excluding extra recess. Santillanes. 18 for excluding extra recess. I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, we need to read more carefully. This is why reading the propositions ahead of time is so important. And if I may step on my 5th grade teacher soapbox that I haven't stood on in a little while, it's why reading carefully is important in everything. It's important to read carefully in a math problem. It's important to read carefully on a question and the answer choices. It's just important to read carefully, you guys. Right here, if this was an actual vote, and who knows, maybe your teachers are going to take this to heart, you guys want to get rid of extra recess. So, yeah. All right, let's hop over here and talk about Town Hall T. This says amending the yearly Kuentz schedule to include a continuation of Town Hall T on the 3rd day of each rotation to include a study of current events. That's big proposition language. What I would say to a 5th grader is, hey, do you want to keep doing Town Hall T? Okay, let's see. Are you for or against Town Hall T? We are for Town Hall T. We are for it, 55 to 33. Now, those 33 of you who don't want Town Hall T, I mean, let's talk. We could talk. It's fine. All right, let's see. Mr. O's class is for Town Hall T. 6 people would like to not continue. We have Miss Rios' class, 14 and 9 people would prefer to not continue. Miss Ritchie's class, 18 to 3. I like those odds a little bit better. And Miss Santillanes' class, 8 are for including, but 15 are against. So 15 people would like to not have Town Hall T on day 3. So, you know, is this a referendum? Meaning, does this tell me that some people don't want to do Town Hall T? Maybe. And I would need to look at that. I would need to maybe canvass my voters and see what it was. Did they read it wrong? Did they were they pressured by somebody else? Or maybe they just don't like it, and that's okay too, because voters have opinions. All right, that was a really quick recap of your data for the Kuentz Election. I need to encourage you to make sure that we are living our commitment to not have any kind of trash talk, no derogatory comments, especially today. It is the day after the election, and we do have a projected winner. I thought it was going to take longer. I was wrong. And we will talk about those. We'll talk about some nerd math. That's my favorite kind of math on Friday at Town Hall T. See y'all around.